Hey, this is Don with Panel Smasher Studios, and today we're going to do something a little different. Now, I'm not going to be reviewing any kind of game or movie or anything like that, though we have just got our capture card in, so movies are on their way. What we're going to be doing today is something a little different, something I want to try out, and if it takes off, it takes off. If it doesn't, it doesn't. What we're going to try here is something like I call the Superhero Showdown. Now, you may have heard that I tried this out a couple months ago. I did an article on our site called the Superhero Showdown where I take two superheroes, put them together, give you the facts about them, their pros, their cons, their weaknesses, their strengths, and I leave it up to you, the audience, to vote on it and see who would actually win. Now, I was planning on doing that every week, but honestly, I'm not really feeling the whole writing part, and I enjoy doing the videos, so I thought that maybe I would start doing this in a video format. So I thought we'd try this out today. The two heroes we're going to talk about today are Iron Man and Batman, and we're going to go over each character very briefly, and I thought it was appropriate to do Iron Man today because Iron Man 3 comes out. So let's dive in. What can we say about Iron Man? Well, he's probably one of the smartest characters in the Marvel Universe, not to mention one of the richest. And that's something that him and Bruce Wayne actually have in common. Now, throughout all of his costumes, throughout all of the years, they've all displayed examples of super strength, super speed, invulnerability, blasting power like his repulsor blast, and flying. More of his more recent suits in the last few years have shown examples of energy absorption, force fields, magnetism, radar sense, the ability to explore space and become submersible, as well as being able to hack into other computer systems and control those systems any way he sees fit. Though Stark is skilled in unarmed combat, his suit has also been able to fight for him. It has an ability that it can actually record the fighting styles of his enemies and allies, and this is a tool that has come to his advantage many times. During the Civil War storyline itself, this tool became particularly handy when fighting Captain America, who, given all his skill and experience in combat, was unable to beat Iron Man because of Iron Man's suit having recorded pretty much every punch and kick that Captain America has ever delivered. Now, after the Extremis storyline, Stark became one with the Iron Man suit, quite literally. Now, I didn't read the actual story itself, but I know a little bit about it. He underwent some changes that linked up his biological well-being to his actual suit in the Extremis system. This wasn't a great plan as it unfolded, and during the Secret Invasion storyline, it proved to actually be a liability and a great weakness. Now, what happened was, during this invasion, the Skrull Empire had sent out sleeper agents that actually infiltrated Stark Mansion. They got into his computer systems and shut everything down. Now, when they did this, it actually shut down Iron Man's suit, which in hand actually shut down Tony Stark. He was puking, he was crapping himself, he didn't know what to do. He was sick as a dog and he was losing it. Now, this could be one of his biggest weaknesses. I don't know currently in comics if this has been fixed or if it's been changed or what. I know that that is one thing that could happen. His suit has been hacked before. It could happen again. And that's something that Batman could use to his advantage. Now, one of Stark's other weaknesses, as everyone knows, is liquor.
Mr. Lee, is this you talking or the liquor? Randy. I am the liquor.
That's not a very big secret. Everyone knows that. Now, I hear a lot of people say that EMPs would also work pretty well against Tony Stark, but I've seen instances where that has not done a great deal of damage. It shut him down for maybe 30 seconds, if that, and then he's back on his feet. It doesn't slow him down that much, and if anything, it's just a waste of time. So that's it for Iron Man, I think. I just want to get through him, just do a little gist of the character, his pros, his cons, his strengths and weaknesses. So that's it for Iron Man, and next we're going to look at Batman. Batman, what can we say about him? Well, he's a master of all forms of hand-to-hand combat in the world. He has extensive detective skills, he has an enormous knowledge of biology, criminology, psychology, chemistry, biology, stealth, weapons, and a crap load of money. Though he doesn't have a suit like Iron Man's, and well, he has made one in different instances, he does have a crap load of gadgets and tools, all outfitted for different situations. If it's somebody he hasn't fought before, he analyzes every move they make before heading in. Every punch, every kick is calculated precisely before it's actually delivered. Now, while he doesn't fly around in a suit of armor like Iron Man does, he does have other forms of transportation. He's got everything from the Batmobile to motorcycles and jets and helicopters. He even has a subway car that leads him from the Batcave to the subway systems of Gotham City. So that's pretty badass, right? Now, there's not a whole much else I can really say about Batman that people really probably haven't heard of or found out for themselves. Now, in terms of weaknesses, the only real thing I can think of would be the fact that he's human and that he can be hurt very easily. Now, I know Tony Stark is human, but he is in a suit of armor. Now, the only real weakness I can think is that being human and fighting someone with super strength doesn't seem to bother Batman, but it can be a weakness not being superhuman. The only other thing besides that I can think of is that, and it's something that we have seen before, is Batman's only real, I don't even want to really call it a weakness, but it's the fact that sometimes he doesn't know enough before going into a situation. And the only real example I can give here is the Court of Owls. If anyone's ever read a little bit of that, he really has no knowledge of them, and yeah, he just gets screwed. But other than that, I can't think of many weaknesses that Batman actually has. He's Batman. So that's it. I just gave a little bit of Iron Man, a little bit of Batman, and it's up to you, the audience, to figure out who's going to win. Now, to be honest, I'm not a big fan of these arguments. You know, I think it could go either way. I think Iron Man could beat Batman. I think Batman could beat Iron Man. It depends on the situation. So what's going to happen is there'll be a poll on our website, panelsmasherstudios.com. There'll be a link below, and just follow that, and you can vote on our site. Now, depending on who wins, I will actually make a video of that battle happening between Iron Man and Batman. So head to the site, vote, and I'll make it happen. Now, I don't know if this is going to be something I'm going to do all the time. Again, I'm just experimenting here, and it might just be something I do maybe once a month or once every 2 weeks. I am really busy with other videos and working on comics, so it might just be restricted to like once a month kind of deal. But if people are into it, then I'll definitely keep it going. So without further ado, follow the link below, head there to vote, and this is Don, Panel Smasher Studios. Thanks for watching.